Hello there folks, today we're taking a look at the game called Combo Fighter. It's gonna be published by Kolossal Games. It was recently on Kickstarter and the designer is Asger Johansen. So I played only the prototype copy, a few advanced fighters, and this is based on a classical arcade video game, arcade fighting game. So let's take a look at how the game works. First I want to mention that this Combo Fighter copy is a prototype copy. I have some of the advanced fighters, 4 of them. 2 of them already prepared for a setup to show you the game, and 2 more over here, Kagami Yoshida and Tilly Stompmanava, something like that. And this is the player reference card. It shows you the special combos, the signature combos that you can do, and also shows you what's the distribution of the cards and shows you how they basically, it's like a rock paper scissors mechanic, how it works here. So the red is better than yellow is better than blue, and blue is better than red. And that's basically all the things, and these are the names of the attacks. So how the game works. So basically you have your reference sheet over here, and you have your deck of cards, and your deck of cards are also your lives. Which means that if this deck of cards runs out, then you lose the game. It's like a Street Fighter as a board game, basically. You have some kind of a special ability as well, which you can, sometimes it's just nothing, but sometimes you do a signature combo and you can flip this token over here to make it more advanced. And you have your starting hand as well. Like, I'm just gonna show you those cards over here. For example, this is the Snowstorm. Her starting hand, she has bounce, evade, spin, fast kick, and kick. So these are the symbols over here. These symbols over here, why they are different shapes, is that if you want to make a combo, you need the different shapes. But basically, this is the red card, the yellow card, and the blue card. So how does the game work? You just choose one of your cards. You put it down, the opponent chooses the same. Let's say, I'm just gonna claim for random, and then you reveal those cards. And it works like rock, paper, scissors. So let's take a look. So the yellow is better than blue. The yellow defeats blue, which means that as of now, the Gakker Bago, the other player, has won this round. Now, that player can do a combo. He can do signature combos if he starts with certain cards. For example, there must be a card with that symbol. If he starts with that, he can create a signature combo. He needs to say, I'm gonna do a heel knock, whatever, so heel hook, sorry. And then he'll do the signature combo. But he can just combine those cards. What does this mean? So the initial one is yellow here, but when you have won the round, you just look at the color, you have won the round, then you will take a look at these symbols over here. So you can combine these cards with one of these cards over here. So for example, if I have, let's say, I do have this kind of, I do have red triangle, I can put it right here to add to my combo. So I did a mount, now I do the elbow, and then I take a look at this new card I put down. I can do combo from that as well, so I can put the blue or yellow triangle. So let's say I'm going to put it right here like that, and then I can go even further. Let's say I'm going to go even further, put the 4th card. The 5th card is the most I can do. And what does that mean now? First of all, the very first card you have won the round with, you will look at the damage on the left. This is the main damage. All right, so there was no damage, it's 0. You just did a mount. Then with all the other cards, those combo cards that you added to the initial cards, you will take a look at the damage bar on the right. This one shows here 2, this one shows 0, and this one shows 3, which means the first was 0. This is a total of 5. You will do a total of 5 damage to your opponent. You have also lost some cards, but you will do a 5 damage. The opponent needs to then discard cards equal to that damage. He can discard cards, he or she can discard cards from the hand and or from the deck. So just combine however you want. So there are also some things like, for example, if you both play a red card, then there is a priority symbol over here, priority number. The higher number wins the round as well. And with the blue cards, it just defends, it's just a draw. Where with the yellow cards, there are some cards that have this kind of a special symbol. I'm not going to search for that, but I'm going to show you right here. If the card has this kind of a symbol, it means the advanced kind of technique. And with yellow cards, you can win the round if both of you played yellow cards. So that's really simple. And you go back and forth until somebody runs out of the deck cards, which means lives, and then you win the game or you lose the game. So these special combos, as you can see, instead of looking at the damage points on the card, you look at the damage over here. So for example, she can do the switch stance, it gives 0 damage, but it's with that kind of a special token over here, the special ability. First of all, it says your red cards have +1 initiative, which is great. And if you do the switch stance signature combo, you flip it, and then your power kicks do triple damage, for example. And there are other things as well. So with this one, it doesn't give you any damage, but it kind of boosts your further attacks. There's also tornado kick, and if you do the 4th card, then you get it up to 10 or 12, and so on. And there are some other special things that will be with some advanced fighters like this ones, but I'm not going to talk about. So this is the basic concept, kind of a rock, paper, scissors, and then boosting your attacks with extra cards. And that's how the Combo Fighter is played. So I want to mention again that I played the prototype copy of the game. I have the prototype copy with advanced fighters. I have seen how the basic fighters work. I've seen them played, but I haven't tried them myself. But they're basic and they're really, there's nothing really. But those advanced fighters give you some spice. But we're going to talk about that in a moment. First of all, let's go to the components artwork. I will not give any rating to that over here because, first of all, I have the prototype copy. But if we go with the prototype still, the symbology is totally fine, works well. The art is really cool. I like the whole, this kind of a arcade theme style thing over there. So it works very fine. But let's go to the theme now. It's based on a classical arcade video game, fighting game. So, and it delivers. So first of all, I was mentioned before those different symbols and triangle and the circle and so on. So these are kind of buttons of a joystick. It reminds me something of that. And then you have different moves, and then you have those combos as well. And so when sometimes, you know, these arcade machines, they kind of have those sounds of like the uppercuts, whatever the combo, whatever they do, different sounds. You kind of, you will also like, I'm gonna do the uppercut combo here with it. So it kind of, it delivers in theme. It totally delivers. So I give it 5 out of 5. And then we go to mechanics. Mechanically, this game works really well. It has the aspect of outsmarting, outguessing your opponent. It's like rock, paper, scissors, basically. But outguessing, outsmarting is one of my favorite mechanics of all time. And it's here. You just, you're guessing, and then eventually you're creating those combos as well. I really like that. And with this advanced fighter, for example, with one fighter, when I did one of the combos, it didn't do any damage to the opponent, but it flips my special ability to another special ability that now deals a ton of damage if I play a certain card or something like that, if I get through. And that other player has kind of a certain special ability on both sides, so there are some different conditions. So these advanced fighters spice up the game a lot. I feel like the more fighters they get in, the more different combinations you can get. And I like how different fighters work, and I like how some fighters are really hard to figure out. But the more you play, probably the more you get used to them. You have to play with the same fighter. in order to see how well you can do the combinations, because sometimes those special abilities are really hard to understand at first. I mean, like, not the rule wise, but understand the concept, how you can do this efficiently. So I give 5 out of 5 for the mechanics. It works totally well. It's fast paced. Put the cards down, reveal, whoever won the round, do your combos, go further, your deck or your life points, deplete it, done, you play a new game. Totally fine, mechanics are great. Then we go to the replayability. And now, I will give the highest points for the replayability, kinda in advance. So I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. I told it right away. But it's because I'm sure there will be, first of all, I already saw, like, there was a Kickstarter campaign, there are quite a few fighters over there. So it's already quite a few, different combinations of different fighters you can play with. And you can play this fighter against this fighter and so on. And you will probably play the same fighter many times because you wanna get as efficient as possible with that fighter. And sometimes you're not that lucky. Maybe this outguessing, outsmarting, rock, paper, scissors didn't go well for you. So you wanna try it again and again and again and so on. So there's a lot to discover. And I think the replayability of this game will be high. It is quite fine already with just 4 decks, but it will be even much better. I'm sure about that. And yes, I want to see even more fighters, more special abilities, and beyond the Kickstarter packs that will be included. But yeah, it's 5 out of 5 replayability. Scale, it's a 2-player game. It says 2 to 4 even, and you can play different modes. I haven't played them. I don't know about them that much, but I'm sure it's a 2-player game. I see it as a 2-player game. I don't think I will try it with 3 or 4. I will not judge this one right now. When it comes out, when I have the final copy, I'll maybe judge it. Maybe I'll try the 3 and 4-player game, and then I will figure out. Maybe it doesn't even play with 3 players. Maybe it plays only with 4 players. We'll see how it works. But based on 3 concepts here, it will get the maximum 15 out of 15. I will not give any Würfel medal because it's kind of more like a preview of a prototype rather than the whole review. But this whole package delivers, and when this game comes out, just buy it, because it's probably not going to be that cheap. But I think probably they will sell those different packs of fighters, then you can buy them and you can play them. Maybe you don't have to buy the whole box. Maybe you can just buy different fighters separately, and you buy one fighter, the other player buys one fighter, and then you can play. I don't know. I know nothing about that. But this whole game delivers. It has this theme of arcade fighting game, and it delivers that. The combinations, it's very fast paced, has that outsmarting, and it's just a really cool, nice card game. Something that's probably inspired by Yomi and other those similar games, but I haven't played those, so for me it was a very refreshing experience, and that's Combo Fighter. So thank you for watching, and we see you another time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and take a look at our social media as well, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. So see you there or on this YouTube channel. So thank you once more, and bye bye. This channel is sponsored by Asger Games. Check them out at aspreypublishing.com.